The Torah was waiting thousands on thousands of eternal years before creation. And the Creator was looking deep into His own heart, into His own soul, while reviewing the Torah. And when He came to the depth of His own understanding about how to express His great unconditional love, He opened His mouth and said, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, and continued and spoke the whole Torah. And through that holy speech, He created heaven and earth. But because of the passion, and because of the excitement, and because of the great desire, the vessels of creation were still watery, they were still soft, they were still not strong enough to hold all the great bounty that Hashem desired to give out and to share with His creations. And therefore the vessels broke down, they crashed, and the light spilled to the sides, and the sparks fell away into the darkness, between the cracks of creation. And today, our mission is to build those vessels back and to collect all the sparks and to bring them back into the wonderful vessels of creation. Now, the main structure that each and every one of us is responsible for its correction is our self-esteem. To honestly be who we are, to build ourselves from scratch, from ashes, to climb back to our glory, to be the ones that we really are, to shine the light of our soul into our true selves, and just to go proudly and shine the light of our Maker. One person will be the funniest person on earth, another person will be such an artistic person, one person will be a poet, one will be a painter, one will be a scholar, and one will know how to make food for thousands of people. Every person has his talents, holy sparks that are treasured within you. And you should believe in yourself. Without that faith in yourself, you cannot spread the light of Hashem, because the light of Hashem that is shining within you is covered with your personality. Just to be the one that you are, and to drop off all the false ideas, all the methods of emptiness and darkness that we have been plastered with, that we have been blinded with. Look for the truth within you. Like the verse is saying, Chelek Eloka Mima'al, godly portion from above. Godly portion. Can you take a portion of God and put it within you? And what you're gonna get? If not expression of godliness, pure godliness. And the verse is saying, Ki Chelek Adonai Amo, that the share of soul of Hashem Himself is His people. Means that we are His soul. We are Hashem's soul, and we are separated only in our awareness into different bodies that are creating a certain illusion of separations, of individuality, when in reality we are just different branches from one tree, the oak of life, oak that spreads life throughout those branches, and we are those branches. And if you think about yourself that you're such a tiny branch and you're so small and fragile and you can break in a second and you feel the wind moves you and blows you away, you should know that those branches in the sides, on the top of the tree, those are the ones that are the greenest, those are the ones that shows the tree to the furthest places of them all. When people see and look at the tree, they don't see its trunk, they don't see the inner branches, they see the leaves, they see those tiny, tiny, thin branches. It's me and you. we're shining the light of Hashem, of our Maker in the last generation. The Tanaim and Amoraim, the sages, were scared and afraid and terrified to come down in a new, different lifetime to this generation. They were afraid to experience the darkness that is our daily routine. They were afraid to wake up in the mornings that we open our eyes every morning to those kind of mornings. They were afraid to experience the terror attacks. They were afraid to listen to the horrible music that plays in the radio. They were terrified to listen to the horrible news, the fake news all around social media. They were afraid. They were terrified to find themselves in that crazy darkness of our days. But we are those souls that agreed to that, because the Creator asked all the souls before time of creation, in which time, to what place you're willing to go, and what is the mission that you want to take upon yourself. And according to our decisions and according to our will, we have been sent by Him to fulfill our mission and to complete the journey of all generations, and to be those ones to bring the redemption, the final redemption, a redemption that there is no other redemption after it, the one that completes everything, that corrects everything, that brings redemption to the entire creation from beginning. And it's going to go back to all the thousands of years since Adam and Eve until today, until the last generation souls. We'll all stand together and we'll walk together to see the face of Hashem and see Him in His glory, in the temple of Hashem, in the city of Hashem, in the country of Hashem, the world of Hashem, above time, beyond time, with Hashem. Eternal redemption for 1,000 eternal years. We're gonna experience the redemption. We as people not gonna die. We're gonna live forever. We're gonna enter with our bodies to heaven. We're gonna enter into the temple of Hashem in Yerushalayim, to Bet Hashem, to Bet HaTfilah, to the house of prayer that will be called the house of prayer to all nations. 17 nations will join the people, the public of Israel, the holy public of Israel. Public that can never be imagined, cannot even understand the importance of those souls, the souls of Israel, that committed themselves to the Creator, threw themselves into fire, into water, into gas chambers, to suffocate and to be burnt for His name. And not only us, different nations as well suffered and sacrificed themselves for the sake of Hashem, and gave their soul to Hashem, and committed themselves and gave all their heart and all their might, all their power to Hashem. And we shall all be rewarded for that together, united as one. And the redemption will take place any moment. And there will be no more sorrow, no more pain, no more grief, no more poverty. Love will spread out to the world. And all the honest people throughout all the generations will stand up back on their feet and will be rewarded in a great spiritual reward that cannot be imagined to our eyes.